There's a new feature in the Premiere Pro beta that lets you translate captions directly inside Premiere. I have my clip and have already created English captions. I'll come up to Captioneer, select the Captions track, then select a MOGRT, and come to create Add MOGRTs. And that works like normal.
Do you have friends that are in therapy, but they're still shitty people?
But how can we translate all the captions into another language? I'll delete my MOGRTs and come up to the Captions tab, and then come over to this new icon for Translate Captions. Click that, and a window pops up. It auto-detects my English captions, but you can also pick a source language, and we can then select a target language to translate to. I'll come down and pick Spanish. I'll leave the format on subtitle, leave the style alone, and come down to Advanced. And here we can change our maximum length in characters to appropriate settings. I'll bring this down to something shorter, like 16 and 1.4, and hit Translate. After a few seconds, we get a message saying the translation is complete, and it's created this second caption track. We can enable the second caption track and disable the first. And as we scrub through, we can see that all of our captions have been translated to Spanish. With Captioneer, let's hit Add MOGRTs, and those captions have now created Spanish MOGRTs. Let's come back up to Translate. This time it auto-detected Spanish. I'll come back to the target language and scroll down. There's currently 17 languages to choose from, and we can even pick multiple at once. This time I'll select French and Russian. Come to Advanced and set our length in characters to 16 and 1.4, and hit Translate. And after processing, our new caption tracks appear. The beta can be weird, it is a beta, and it looks like one of the new caption tracks is currently hidden. I'll pull this up so we can see all 4 tracks, and then I'll turn off track C3 and turn on C4. And those are the Russian translated captions. I'll delete the old Spanish MOGRTs so you don't get confused. Okay, so track C4 is Russian. We can disable it and re-enable track C3 to see the French. And with the French track enabled, I'll come up and hit Add MOGRTs. And that creates our French MOGRTs. We can switch back to C4 and hit Add, and that will overwrite, and we can scrub through to see our Russian. If your text is ever cut off on the sides like this, you can select the MOGRT and then bring down the characters per line to reflow the text. Or we can scale that text down so it's no longer going past the bounds. In Captioneer, let's hit Update Copy, and then we can select a different MOGRT and paste that setting. Or we can update the entire sequence by selecting all of them and hitting Paste. In a long sequence, it can take a minute to update all of the MOGRT properties, but once it's done, you get the green notification and can scrub through to see all those updated. When you're done with a captions track, you can right-click and hit Delete, or you could simply hide them. We can also show one at a time, which can be handy. If you have multiple subtitle tracks all enabled, they will overlap each other. Keep in mind that if you have multiple enabled and you run the Add MOGRTs command, it will always use your lowest enabled caption track. In this case, that is C1, which was our English captions. So that's how to translate captions inside the new Premiere Pro beta, and to use this feature with Captioneer.
Do you have friends that are in therapy, but they're still shitty people? All my friends that are therapied up are the most mentally ill people that I know. They've just learned fancy words to avoid accountability. I have a friend that still owes me money for a concert. I tried to call him on it. I was like, Scott, you owe me $350. He's like, I hear you. I receive you. But I don't have the bandwidth. I'm like, damn it, Scott. Get more bandwidth.
This is a super cool feature, and I'm sure it will continue to evolve as Adobe rolls out more updates in the future.